They were led by Kim Hughes, a very strong middle order there, including Chappell and Border, DK Lilly and Rod Hogg. The quicks for the tourists, captained by Imran Khan. A nice middle order as well, Java Miandad and Abdul Qadir, the leg spinner. Keep an eye out for him. Kim Hughes won the toss and sent Pakistan into bat.
And Mosen off the mark as he beats Kepler Vessels at bat pad. Back for the second. Oh, and that's a good delivery from Lilly. Moving off the seam nicely. That's in the air to Alan Border. And a good catch by the man at second slip. And a very good outswinger from Dennis Lilly.
And the ball just getting through to Alan Border and a very disappointed Mosen. He tried to play the drive. He was looking probably a little bit apprehensive to get onto the front foot. In fact, he played it from the crease. Good edge and a good sharp chance by Alan Border. In fact, if he'd probably been back another yard, it wouldn't have carried through to him. So Kim Hughes, by giving Dennis Lilly the new ball, it's immediately paid dividends.
Kazim coming in at number 3, and he's done that pretty successfully so far in the series.
Udasser on strike. Edge and down through that area again. There's a gap between fourth slip and gully. The ball racing away down towards the third man boundary. Another 4 to Pakistan. Oh, well bowled. That's a good ball from Lilly. Qasim Omar in 2 minds there. Pakistan 1 for 32. Nicely played. Well, we've said on numerous occasions that he's strong in that area. Keeps proving us right. 3 to Qasim Omar. It's 1 for 38. Slower ball and nicely placed. Matthews, the fielder. Dennis Lilly comes in now to Mudassar Nazar. It's quite well played. A little bit of movement off the seam there, and he followed it across.
Certainly was a bit of movement there.
Oh, what a good catch. Border again, 2 to him. Both times, Lilly the bowler, and a breakthrough for Australia.
A leg cutter again, hitting the shoulder of the bat and travelling very quickly to Border, who seemed to come across in front of first slip. I wonder if Border had not taken this, would it have gone to first slip and to Greg Chappell, who now is just 1 catch short of that elusive 120 record.
Who'd be a night watchman. Abdul Qadir has been given the job of coming out here with 7 minutes to play to face Dennis Lilly.
After dismissal, Qasim Omar caught at second slip by Alan Border, and should that have been a first slip catch? Border coming right across in front of Greg Chappell, who just wants 1 more catch from that 120th victim. And that all but carried a groan of anguish there, as Qadir just managed to relax his grip on the bat sufficiently, prevent it carrying to the 4th slip. And Qadir nearly did sacrifice himself. He really got a beautiful delivery. Oh, he might well purse his lips there. It drew an O from Abdul Qadir, that delivery, as it left him off the wicket.
That's well played by Abdul Qadir and beautifully bowled by Dennis Lilly.
On the edge there, and Alan Border not quite able to grab that one. He got 2 catches last night.
Yes, I think that went straight to hand. He was forward. It was the leg cutter again. Border juggles it, tries to grasp it the second time, but out it goes. And Kadir, the night watchman, survives.
There's a chance, and Kadir has been taken this time. It's Kim Hughes at fourth slip. As the Australian bowlers continue to keep that ball around about off stump to the night watchman.
The ball troubled Kadir. He never looked comfortable. He was fending outside the line of the off stump. Lawson angled this one back into him. He played with the angled bat straight to the Australian skipper, who made no mistake.
Lilly to Madassa.
It's a good shot from Madassa. Outfield a little quicker today. And that's first boundary of this morning for Madassa. And that takes Pakistan to 3 for 73.
Well, I think it might just have carried. And I'm even more inclined to think so when I see Geoffrey Lawson. But Alan Border is now batting about 50. 2 in and 2 out.
And this is the chance that made it a draw. Ball just about carrying.
The outfield is fast today. All the water in the surface has been soaked up. And 4 more to Madassa. That's going down the hill. No chance of Matthews cutting that off. Meant to be the Yorker, I suspect, but the direction wasn't quite as Lawson would have wished. And Madassa Nazar has now reached 50. That's a nicely timed shot. He didn't really drive it. He just gave it a little firm-handed defensive stroke out there through extra cover. Matthews again the fielder.
Rodney Hogg. Oh, good shot. Beautifully timed and placed that by Madassa. Driven very powerfully through the offside field down to the boundary at extra cover. 6 boundaries for Madassa, and that was an excellent shot. Oh, good shot again. That beats Matthews at extra cover. I don't think it'll reach the boundary. Matthews cutting it off just short, and the Pakistanis collect another 3.
Matthews to Madassa.
Oh, well played. That's the 50 partnership. That ball just a little wide outside off stump. A lovely shot by Madassa. Played away down to the point boundary. So that's the 50 partnership, and Pakistan 3 for 120.
And Javed lofting away over mid-wicket on this occasion.
It's Javed's first 4.
And that's in the air and straight to Dennis Lilly at mid-wicket. And Javed very annoyed with himself for that lapse in concentration.
That was very well set up, though. A very good piece of planning. The ball tossed up in the air earlier, then deliberately that ball pitched very short. Quicker, delicious for the pull. 4 for 131.
It's over the top of the slips and away to the boundary very safely. Lilly not having much luck in his search for number 350.
Zahir Abbas takes strike to Matthews.
It's a fine shot from Zahir. Ajovi doesn't miss anything that's loose. Picks off the loose ball very well. There's the bouncer, and that's hit on the back of the bat. That's Dougie Walters at his best, leaving the periscope up as he goes down.
This is a beautiful bouncer from Lilly, and Zahir didn't know too much about it. Have a look at the bat. There she is, and it's hit square in the middle, and that was just a little lucky for Zahir.
And that's an edge, and Greg Chappell has got it. number 120. So the move to second slip has paid off. Jeffrey Lawson up to congratulate him. So Greg Chappell now joins Colin Cowdrey on 120.
Lawson very happy. Chappell now just one to go to break the record. The crowd acknowledging the fact that he's equalled it. Pakistan 5 for 150.
In the air. Safely caught by Yallop. Imran Khan has gone, and that's trouble. Lawson has struck again. He's bowled well in this spell.
And it was always on the bouncer. Imran, an impulsive hooker, went for it. It wasn't quite high enough. The bounce wasn't there. He got a top edge, and Graham Yallop took a simple catch at square leg, but a beautiful piece of bowling from Lawson. Take nothing away from him. He dug it in. Imran was not in position. Didn't get outside the line. Up in the air it went, and Yallop took a sitter at square leg. Beautifully bowled, Jeff Lawson. And Imran is out. Caught Yallop, bowl Lawson. Pakistan in trouble at 6 for 158.
Hogg looking very fierce and determined. Down the leg side, lovely shot. Right off the meat of the bat. It's racing away down to the deep mid-wicket boundary. This outfield still a little bit heavy. Lawson coming around miles there. He won't make it. Well, he hit that in the meat of the bat. It was a lovely shot of Hogg for 4. Pakistan 6 for 167. Nicely played down the ground. That's 4. That was good timing too. That was a short ball, and he's played that away very positively off the middle of the bat. Fielded well by Lawson. Well, we've said it once, we'd better say it again. He is magnificent value, this fellow. Whips around the boundary down there, picks it up and lets it go right over the top of the stumps. The trap once again set. Zahir on strike, Rodney Hogg. All pitched up, beautiful shot. There's no one at mid-off, and Matthews is not bothering to really chase that one. And it only just reaches the boundary at mid-off. Beautifully timed.
An extraordinary stroke. He wasn't going to play the shot. Ducked and then compulsively hooked it from a squatting position.
Plenty of air there and a beautiful shot from Salim. Picking the gap magnificently on the onside.
Had very little room to put it through, and he put it right through between mid-on and mid-wicket.
Slashing away past Greg Chappell at first slip. And a second boundary in that over. So Pakistan moved to 6 for 208. That's a good shot from Zahir. Late cut. He's a marvellous timer of the ball. And that really raced away despite the slow outfield. The short delivery from Greg Chappell dispatched quite comfortably away to backward square leg. Salim goes over mid-wicket. So there really is a sense of urgency now about this Pakistan innings.
And 11 runs from this over.
Giving him some room outside off stump again. And that's 50 to Salim, and a very good 50 it is too. Just what Pakistan need. And they race along now to 6 for 244. Plenty of swing there for Jeffrey Lawson, but just what Zahir wanted. New ball, goes quicker off the bat. Bit of width from the outswing. Just like the gentleman on my right used to play, and that brings up Zahir's 50.
And a touch of urgency now about the Pakistan play. Zahir even going after the new ball.
They really are going after everything. New ball, old ball. Stacky, you'd be proud of this sort of batting against the new ball.
Well, you always know what I think about fast bowlers, Ian, that they don't like copying the treatment too much. And this is very good cricket by Pakistan.
short one in reply, down to mid-on, and Dennis Lilly getting another catch, his second one, both off Jeff Lawson deliveries, and both coming from attempted hook shots. In fact, the first one that he took wasn't. It was off Jeffrey Matthews.
Well, one couldn't be critical of Salim, really. He's been playing adventuresome cricket since tea, and the partnership of 96 coming to an end, looking for the pull shot. He didn't pick it up as he would have liked, and presented Dennis Lilly down at mid-on with quite a simple catch. So Salim out after a very good innings. Pakistan now 7 for 254.
Oh, well bowled, and that one beats Marsh. Looked to me as if it came off the inside edge of the bat. It's gone down to the fine leg boundary for 4. Yes, umpire French signalling 4 there. So a little opportunity that for Marsh.
Beautiful delivery. So here with a big back lift going out towards third slip. Got the inside edge. Raced away for 4 runs. No chance, Rodney Marsh.
Lilly to Sarfraz Nawaz. It's worth a shot, yes. I don't think he was forward at all there. Looked to me as though he just put his front foot a matter of an inch or 2 outside the crease. Be very surprised if the replay shows anything different from that. 350 wickets to Lilly, and the crowd rushed to the scoreboard.
To see the replay of this ball, which pitched outside the off stump, came back rather sharply. Sarfraz not all that far forward, hit beneath the knee, and Sarfraz has the distinction of becoming Dennis Lilly's 350th Test victim. His teammates rushed to congratulate him. 8 for 267.
And that has got to be out. Graham Yallop. Safe catch. Zahir. None too happy at that. Fell for the trap. He hasn't pulled or hooked at all well today. And Jeffrey Lawson has picked up his 5th wicket in this innings, and doesn't he deserve it? He's bowled really well.
He really has laboured long and hard. Zahir cannot resist that short pitch delivery. Four runs through the hands of Matthews at slip.
And he's gone this time. Court Marsh, bowl Lilly. 350 victims for Marsh. What a nice way to do it.
And what a nice gesture by Dennis Lilly. He's already achieved his 350th today, and he ran up the wicket, gave Rodney Marsh just a nice pat on the head, saying, well done, mate. A nice edge, straight through to Rodney Marsh. Big effort all round by the Australians as Dennis Lilly and Jeff Lawson lead the side off the ground.
Pretty solid effort from the Pakistanis. Madasser Nazar with 84. Zahir Abbas, a great middle order player with 61. The Pakistanis all out for 278. Well done to Greg Chappell, his 120th Test catch, equaling Sir Colin Cowdrey's world record. The bowlers, Jeff Lawson, 5 for 59. Let's join the Aussie first innings with Azim Hafiz bowling to Kepler Wessels.
Oh, that's got to be out. Yes, he's given him. Wessels out, caught behind. That must have been an inside edge because the ball came back a long way, and Borry, who was moving to his left, had to go to his right to make the catch. Well, Wessels didn't look too happy. He stayed out there, but the umpire lifted his finger, and he's on his way back to the pavilion.
The only reason why Kepler Wessels stayed there was he was in the middle of a bad trot, and he was just waiting for the umpire to send him back to the dressing room. But that was beautifully bowled by Azim. He's had a wonderful tour, and Kepler Wessels struggling with Australia at 1 for 11.
Oh, that's well played. Doesn't he play it well on his legs? Allowed that one to come right onto him, and Yallop off the mark with that shot to leg, right off the meat of the bat. 1 for 15. Oh, well played. Once again, Kasim having to chase down towards the backward point boundary. And this time, Yallop says, yes, we'll have 3.
So 3 to Phillips. And Australia 1 for 20. It's a real good stroke, that one. Nicely timed and deliberately played between those two men, Mudassar Nazar and the bowler Sarfraz. For Phillips. That's the first one Sarfraz has overpitched. Actually, it wasn't bad bowling, because he's concentrated for 3 deliveries on Phillips' leg stump. Then he tried to slant that one away outside off stump, just a little bit too full. They're slow out in that area. Great effort. Just touched the rope. 4 runs. One shot. Classic stroke. Shot. Beautifully played by Yallop. Still slow in the outfield on that side of the ground, but quick enough. That's a good shot and it deserved 4 runs. Musty played. Phillips that time finding the gap. Kadir having to chase. He won't get there. He seems to have thought that he has. Well, I thought that ball hit the rope. Well, the crowd don't seem all that happy about that. Kadir saying he stopped it. We might have another look at that, and I think you might find that ball hit the rope. And there it is, running up against the rope, but Kadir was facing the other way. When he looked up, of course, the ball was a few inches from the rope, and so he was under the impression that it wasn't 4. Be that as it may, when he picked the ball up, his foot was outside the ground, and that's a big appeal. He's given out.
Yes, he's gone. Well, having said how marvellous Graham Yallop was looking, Mudassar has struck for Pakistan. That was a huge edge straight through to Wasim Bari. A big breakthrough for Pakistan.
Quite an incredible scene. Greg Chappell cheered all the way up to the middle. Everyone off the backside standing up, cheering him out to the middle. And this is last test match.
A spin that's in the air but safe, and will beat Kazim away to the boundary. Greg Chappell's first boundary, and Australia moved to 2 for 75. And that's off the edge and well taken. He's a good slip fielder, Salim, and that was a brilliant catch. Took a tremendous catch in Adelaide to get, in Melbourne to get rid of Greg Chappell, and that was every bit as good.
Well, that was very interesting. Salim really did scurry back to get into position there, and that one went very quickly. He made no mistake going to his right. Up he went, and the laugh on Javed Miandad's face was due to the fact that he had to rush Salim into position before that ball was let go. So Phillips out, and Australia now 3 down for 83.
Good shot. Sarfraz can't get the boot on it. And that's away to the boundary. It's a good blow for Australia. They've been under the hammer a little bit since lunch.
Is Abdul Qadir now coming into Kim Hughes.
Oh, that's a good delivery. Turning very sharply.
Just a little bit quicker there, and Hughes groping at that one. The face of the bat slightly open, and that was perilously close to the outside edge.
And that's Hughes' method of getting back at Qadir and taking a bit of the pressure off himself.
Yes, it's certainly his way. He gets tied down just a little bit, then all of a sudden whack, and it either goes for 4 or 6.
And a well-placed shot, beating Imran at mid-off.
3 parts of the way to the fence, and now into the rope. Shot. Beautiful shot. Now comes the test for Abdul Qadir. Can he restrain himself and try and bowl accurately, or is he going to go for all-out attack?
All cut away beautifully. It beats extra cover. That'll be 4. Well, all it needed was a loose ball, and Kim Hughes has smashed it away to the cover boundary.
Can't wait to get another go at the Australian skipper.
All cut away again beautifully by Hughes. Oh, that's a magnificent shot.
That was a better shot, Tony. That was later. It was timed to perfection. And the crowd enjoying this little stint of aggression by Kim Hughes, and why not?
That's going to beat Mosen and Qadir over the boundary rope. So Greg Chappell showing a bit more aggression after tea. Hughes getting to that one on the full and placing it nicely down the ground. Qadir. And the misfield there by Salim at backward point gives Greg Chappell his half-century.
Relief in the crowd. That's one milestone passed. Greg Chappell's 32nd half-century in Test match cricket.
That's a fine shot from Hughes. Picked the gap beautifully. Qadir just every now and again that really bad over comes along from him.
That is the 100 stand. These 2 players, one the former captain of Australia, the other one the present captain, and that man retired from the international scene after this game. Safe. Not his best shot of the day, but 4 runs nonetheless. 50 for Kim Hughes.
These next 4 runs for Greg Chappell as difficult as possible to get.
Sarfraz to Chappell again. Quick single. In comes Mosen. He'll shy the stumps. Chappell's home. And they're overthrows. This could be it. Chappell turning for the second. He'll be back for the third. Hughes is flying. He'll come back for the fourth, and this run makes Greg Chappell the most prolific scorer of runs in the history of cricket in Australia. 18,000 people rise to their feet and cheer one of the greatest batsmen of all time.
Works Madassa. There's the jump for the side.
And they're the 2. Kasim picks up. Chappell comes back for the second, and he has now scored 7,000 runs in Test cricket. He's the first Australian batsman to reach that target and becomes the 6th batsman in the history of the game to have scored 7,000 runs.
And that boundary will take him to 83 and that score, beating your old mate Redder, Stacky.
Yes, Ian, and what a great way to start the day for Greg Chappell. The new ball only in its 5th over, and with that boundary, he knocks off Ian Redpath's record.
Oh, and that's got to be close. Yes, Kim Hughes on his way. A very good delivery there from Sarfraz, cutting back quite sharply and also staying down just a fraction.
It's good ball from Sarfraz, one that just came in from outside that off stump. Hughes was back, and a very good decision by umpire Dick French. He thought about it LBW decisions have tended to go against Pakistan, but on that occasion, umpire Dick French having a good look at it and ruling against Kim Hughes. So that's a good breakthrough for Pakistan, getting the early wicket of the Australian captain, and now Australia 4 for 254.
9 boundaries, 98 runs. Slips are down, Sarfraz comes in. Gets a single, he goes to 99. Throws by Mosen. Nearly gave some overthrows again. What a coincidence, Richie, that would have been. How annoyed would a Sarfraz been?
Shot, beautiful stroke. What a marvellous way to bring up 100 with the classic cover drive we've seen so often over the years from this great player. Is so pleased. She knows this is his last international game of cricket for Australia. A century to Greg Chappell.
And what a magic moment for us all.
Another Chappell drive, and it's another classic. Beautifully timed, perfectly placed, and 4 from the minute it left the bat. The bowler, Border on strike. Oh, that's cut away beautifully by Border. Right off the meat of the bat, and the ball racing away to the boundary at point. Sarfraz trotting around there, but no chance in the world of cutting off that beautiful back foot shot.
Abdul Qadir to Border.
It was an over-pitched delivery, a full toss in fact, and Border had no trouble hitting it through the gap past mid-on.
That's in the air and down. Javed is the man at cover. And just to rub a bit of salt into the wound, they pick up a quick single as well. Qadir won't cut that one off. It's away over the top of the slips and will beat Azim across the line. So a lot of aggression from Alan Border as Australia try to step up the run rate a little. Picking that hook shot up and a couple of bounces over the boundary. It's 4 for 348. Fine shot from Alan Border. Australia go past the 350 mark.
But no, he's going to get stuck into the batsman.
And the batsman might get stuck into him as well. Alan Border relishes a challenge and has played extremely well so far this summer. Now goes on to a half-century. Been consistent all the way along the line. It's 138 not out at the moment. That is a tremendous performance. Good shot too. Nice way to go on to 142. Got that through. The outfield is quicker over there. It's going downhill. 4 more to Chappell. 150 up for Greg Chappell. What a great finish. Beautiful, beautiful stroke. Placed with precision and not hit all that hard, but with super timing. Attempted bouncer. And Greg Chappell's right on top form today. Started off with boundaries in the first 10 minutes. He's never looked back.
Well, that's a great shot. Beautifully timed. And picking the gap magnificently.
And the 55 not out, as we showed you on our scores.
Oh, and that is a grand shot. Two good boundaries to finish off the over with for Border. And the 400 comes up for Australia. An edge and a very good catch there from Wasim Bari as Madassa moved the attack across outside the off stump. Very good effort there from Wasim Bari.
Madassa certainly frustrated Alan Border by concentrating on the leg stump. Speared the one down offside, and Alan Border looking for the big drive. He really pinned the ears back on that one. A good catch by Wasim Bari. He found himself there all alone, and he had to go for it. So Border out for 64, and Australia 6 for 407.
Good placement from Matthews. He didn't quite get the timing he would like. He's quickly back for a third. And I tell you what, whatever size his shoes are, he's got them moving a bit more quickly than the senior partner. I think the senior partner might have a word to him and tell him to just slow down to my pace.
That's close. Yes, indeed. Kept a bit low, played across it, and I think it would have hit about middle and leg. And the whole crowd rises now to Greg Chappell. 182 in his last Test match innings. He made 108 in his first Test match innings in Perth, 182 in his last Test match innings at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Former Australian captain, one of the greatest players ever to wear the baggy green cap and to grace the cricket field on behalf of this country. And that's, I think, what we're about to see. Rodney Marsh trying to break up this restricted field placing. Good shot by Rod Marsh. Just the single again. This time Madassa is the man. And Kim Hughes has declared.
A sublime 182 from G.S. Chappell. Kim Hughes, the skipper, with 76. Alan Border, a very nice 64. The Aussies form a guard of honour for Lillee and Chappell.
Lillee now to Madassa.
Oh, and that one bowled from way, way behind the umpire and smashed away for 4 by Madassa. Well, that was interesting. Have a look at this. Dennis Lillee letting it go from way behind the umpire.
Kim Hughes was as much in the dark as what we were, but it appears now that Lillee just changing his boots.
No, I think what he's actually done is inside those boots, he obviously got some heel pads in the air. What a catch! What a catch taken by Chappell. That gives him the record number of catches all on his own. 121 catches, and that was a good one.
And what a great day for Greg Chappell. 182 runs and the first catch of this Pakistan innings. He's shifted across from first slip. Kim Hughes is there now. Chappell shifted across to second slip, and it went into those very safe hands of his. And what a great Test match this has been for him. Pakistan, after that declaration of Australia, are immediately 1 for 5.
That's a good shot, very fine. Rodney Hoggs down at deep fine leg, can't get there. And 4 more to Kazim Omar. Oh, that was a real haymaker. Really gave that something. Hit raced across the outfield, but he had to reach out for it with the long cue. Lawson to Madassa Nazar.
Fine shot. It's his strength. Beautifully played. We're around about leg stump and full length. He punches it away and Lilly just fails to cut it off.
Greg Matthews to Kazi Momar.
Full pitch. Gets the works. Rightly so. Doesn't matter if it's the first over or the last. And Lawson coming in from the members' end. And he's got him. He's out. He's bowled him. First delivery off an inside edge. Second delivery coming to angle bat onto the leg stump. The death rattle was there, and a great breakthrough by Jeffrey Lawson. His second wicket, and Madassa, a very disappointed player, departs to the dressing room. It was short. The bat was angled back onto the leg stump. Only the one bail fell. Marsh is elated, and Lawson breaking through with a delivery that cut back slightly off the seam. What a sensation. Pakistan 2 for 47. Every run's worth a minute. If they can get a reasonable lead, Australia will run out of time.
A little bit of swing there for Dennis Lilly. Well played by Java. That one going down to the third man boundary and 4 runs. That is second over of the morning. In the air, and Chappell drops him. Well, he went a little bit late to that one and to his right, and it seemed to me that he got his right hand to the ball but wasn't able to hang on to it. Lawson again, bowling to Kasim. He's nicked it, and Rodney Marsh, has he got it? Yes, it's a fumble. He's got it though. So Rodney Marsh has taken the catch, albeit that the ball bobbed out of his hand and then back into it. Kasim Omar, having been dropped by Greg Chappell, is now caught by Rodney Marsh.
And beautifully bowled by Jeff Lawson. The extra pace he's generating this morning's troubling the batsman. Marsh snatched, knocked it up, and grabbed it as he rolled over, wide of the bat. There goes Marsh's right hand. He knocked it up. He gets it on the rebound, and Kasim Omar departs, and a great start by Australia. Pakistan 3 for 56.
Chase for Graham Yullop. He needn't bother because that was beautifully timed by Zahir. Safely away for 4 down to third man. Well, partial safety. So once again, a little bit of good fortune out there. Lilly's had no luck.
Dropped by Phillips at first slip. Rodney Marsh trying to retrieve it. He couldn't. There was a strong edge from the bat of Javed, and another one gets away from the Australians this morning. Zahir again. Beautiful shot off the back foot. This is giving Matthews something to think about, and that brings up the 100 for Pakistan.
Hogg to Zahir.
And that's out. That is out. And Rodney Hogg worked hard for that one. Rodney Marsh wasn't going to take the risk of letting that go to through to Wayne Phillips, and that was a beautiful catch by the Australian keeper, and an excellent piece of bowling by Rodney Hogg.
4 for 104.
And Imran's away now. Good stroke for 4. Nicely kept down. He's well over the top of that.
Oh, and that's a good ball, and he's given him out. Rodney Hogg has found the outside edge of Imran's bat, and Imran is very upset. Rodney Hogg having a word with him there as he goes past, and Imran really giving the impression that he never got a nick on that one.
And that is one of the few times I've ever seen Imran lose his cool. It was a confident appeal by the Australians. In the first over after lunch, Rodney Hogg just outside the off stump, Imran going for it. Imran thinking that he had clipped the toe on his boot, But Rodney Marsh and all the Australians were very confident, and umpire Dick French ruling that way. Pakistan now 5 for 132.
Well, this could be close if he hits. Oh, he's missed him. And not happy there. Matthews had a chance of running out Salim there, and he missed the stumps. Oh, that's a great shot. Slightly over-pitched there by Rodney Hogg, and Javed Miandad placing it between mid-off and extra cover and smashing it to the fence. 5 for 143.
There's a good shot. And 50 to Javed Miandad. Good knock this. A lot of determination has gone into those 50 runs. Chart. He's played that beautifully today.
Right off the meat of the bat. And placed absolutely to perfection. It's Jeff Lawson again. Probably looking to get 5 wickets in this innings. He has 3 for 48. Another 5 or another 2 in this innings would give him 10 for the match.
And there it is. No sooner called by Frank Tyson than it happens. And what a good delivery that was. Lawson, I think, has bowled superbly in this match after he's adjusted his bowling action. The point picked up by Frank Tyson on the first morning.
And it brought the 6th wicket with 163 runs on the board.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a splendid catch. It was going very fast indeed. Lily's got a wicket. And thank you very much indeed, he says. And he might as well say it to Greg Chappell as well, because that was a great catch. It flew. Salim Malik, the man out.
There was a lot of bat on this. The ball, a leg cutter going away, bouncing. Salim Malik flourished at that. Hit it with a very thick edge. It sped like a rocket and nearly knocked Greg Chappell off his feet. 7 for 163.
That's a big chance, and what a catch that is. What a ripper. What a great catch. Is he out? Umpire Johnson says it's off the pad. Lilly can't believe it, nor can Master, asking square leg. It looked to be a deflection to me.
Well, the umpires are running the game. Lily's now appealing to the square leg umpire, who's French. It's got nothing to do with him. Perhaps he's trying to establish whether perhaps Johnson thought it hadn't carried. Well, we might have another look at that. Bill Laurie certainly thought it was out.
Well, with the naked eye, Tony, I thought it was a certain leg glance. I thought it was a ripper of a catch. We're watching on replay. No, it was off the pad. Good decision. Great take.
That's glided away down through the gap between third slip and gully. Lily's hands go up to his hips, and that's another 4. 4 to Safraz this time, and he's off the mark.
And a fine performance by the Australian fast bowlers.
Well, that's gone straight up in the air. Rodney Marsh is underneath it. This will be out. Yes, he's gone. Dennis Lilly is struck. Few words from him as Qadir leaves the ground. They thought he had him out a little while ago. A bouncer from Lilly, a hook shot from Qadir. The ball went straight up in the air, and an easy one for Marsh.
Yes, 5 dismissals to Rodney Marsh today. He was never in position. It didn't bounce that high, and Marsh, given plenty of room by his slipsman, takes the simplest of catches, and Lilly strikes again. Pakistan 8 for 173.
Rodney Hogg bowls now to Wasim Bari.
Shot through the covers. Few occasions we've seen Rodney Hogg come back for a new spell of bowling and be driven for a boundary. A good shot by Wasim.
He tried to hook that. He got some glove, I would think, and it's raced away for 4 runs. Yes, off Rodney Hogg, he tested Bari, then he got a half throwaway shot there, made contact, and it raced away for 4.
Not a great deal of luck for Rodney Hogg today. He had Jarvid put down at first slip.
Lilly to Wasim Bari.
It's gone. Yes, Phillips at first slip took a smart catch, and once again Dennis Lilly strikes again.
And Dennis Lilly coming home very strongly as his last test match draws to a close. He's now picked up 3, and a very good catch that by Wayne Phillips. Bari went for the big hit. It flew to first slip, a good healthy edge, and that really flew to the South Australian. And he had no problems wrapping the hands around that one. He'd be a bit relieved to find himself taking catches again. So Wasim Bari out, an entertaining 20, and Pakistan now on the brink of disaster at 9 for 195.
Fine shot. Just the single. 200 up for 9, Pakistan. A lead of 24. Kim Hughes wants to get in for the kill. He's coming over the wicket. And that's a good start by Sarfraz. It was a full pitch and he whacked it forward a point. A glorious shot for 4.
Brisbane, 31 wickets in only 6 test matches, so that's a great striking rate in Brisbane and a very good average, the best of his average up there, each wicket only costing him 20.16. And in Sydney, 42 wickets from 8 test matches.
It's out. Yes, that's it. Phillips at second slip takes the catch, and a great Dennis Lilly departs with 4 wickets. Australia need 35 runs to win this test match, but what a test match it's been already, with Lilly and Greg Chappell leaving the test arena for the last time as the big crowd here at the Sydney Cricket Ground stand, and they all stand. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Dennis, and goodbye. What a great moment for 2 of Australia's greatest ever cricketers. A very sad moment, but they're going out, well, they are still greats. Chappell 182, Lilly 4 wickets, handshakes all round, and what a great moment for us all.
Once again, Pakistan not really firing with the bat. Javed Miandad 60 top scoring, and the wickets nicely split between Dennis Lilly, another 4 for 88 for the great man in his final test match. Lawson again 9 for the match, but 210 all out. Not much left for Australia to do with the bat.
Asim is going to give the Australian batsman something to remember him by, apparently. A couple of short ones from the youngster.
Sarfraz to Vessels.
That's a good shot from Kepler Vessels. Sarfraz has given him a bit of room a couple of times. He's got away with it, but not on that occasion. It's none for 8. Asim is going to continue with the bounces. This time Phillips decides to play the hook shot rather than let it go. And that's a well-played shot. Really has timed that one beautifully. There are 2 men out now for the hook shot. The second one being Kazim, who's pretty quick across the ground. He didn't have a chance of stopping that one.
Asim to Kepler Vessels.
That's off the glove, but wide of Wasim. And that's the 3rd boundary coming in this over.
Asim coming in now to Wayne Phillips.
He's hit that one pretty well and found the gap between all the fieldsmen, and there are plenty of them out there on the onside. So that's a better way to retaliate to the bouncer.
He's been trying to bounce the batsman all of the time.
That's a fine shot from Wayne Phillips. Crashing it away through the covers.
The winning runs easily knocked off by Vessels and Phillips at the top of the order. Australia winning the test match convincingly and sending off Chappell, Marsh and Lilly in fine style.